What if I told you that there are major changes that have already happened in 2025 and more changes are about to follow? In this video, I'll be giving you complete insights on the major predictions, the major changes that have just begun in 2025. Want to make most out of this video? Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE Academic. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome packed video on the PTE predictions, the major changes that have just begun in 2025. Well, before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. We've shared the information in the description of this video. We've shared a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the need. Also to tell you, recently we released our first ebook, PTE Speaking Cheat Code ebook. If you don't want to miss out on the contents in the ebook, then make sure you click on the link in the description. We've shared a ebook link, and right now we are giving it at a very nominal fee. You can claim the ebook by clicking on the link below. Don't miss out on this opportunity as well. Alright, without any further delay, let's straight away get right into the video. So when we talk about the changes starting from 2025, yes, there are changes. There are people who have been telling they've got very low speaking scores. No matter what I do, my writing is not improving. So what could be the factors associated with it? Let's start with the very first change. The pitch problems are more prevalent, very much prevalent even in 2024, even in 2025. It is more prevalent than before because we've seen many students getting as low as 55, 60 in speaking, those who have problems with the pitch. Meaning you have done everything perfectly, but your voice is so thick, the software is not able to catch it. Let's say your pitch is at 100, 120 if you are a male candidate. Now once you speak in the exam, to reduce the noise, meaning the software has to cut down the noises from the background, right? It will try to do so by reducing your pitch as well. This is purely evident when you try to edit an audio by removing the noises in the background. When you do so, even your voice volume or the pitch will go down. So if your pitch is already at 120, it comes to 100. If your pitch is already at 100, it comes to 70, 80. A pitch of 70, 80 looks very harsh. Nobody can understand that, including our software. So meaning from our observation, if a male candidate possesses a pitch of 120 and below, or even 130 and below, will belong to this category. Or if you are a female candidate and has a pitch of less than 200, 160, very thick voice, 170. From my observations, these people have never got speaking 90. In the worst case, even if they've gotten 90, or the reading will be very low as 60s or 65s if they're aiming for 90 overall or 79. So what is the way out? You got to download apps such as Voice Pitch Analyzer if you're using an Android phone, or Voice Tools if you're using iPhone. Open the app, click record and speak. The app will show you the graph. Make sure the pitch goes above 130, around 140, 150 for a male candidate. For a female candidate, make sure it's above 200, 250, 270, 280, 210, 220, anything is fine, but above 200 for a female candidate, above 130, 135, 140 and above for a male candidate. So now how do I increase the pitch? Again, there are two ways. First way is a wrong way. By shouting, screaming, you can increase the pitch. I never suggest that. You do this, a lot of explosive sounds add on to it. As a result, your pronunciation score goes down, your content score goes down, your fluency score goes down. The first method I never suggest. You got to speak naturally at a natural volume, the one that I am speaking with, but you're going to little alter it, a little thinning the tone. Market research, a little. You use the app and try doing it maybe in the first attempt. For a male candidate, the pitch may go to 280, 300 by completely thinning it. Then you should reduce it, increase, reduce, increase, balance it. It should come to 140 to 150. You do that, and when you do it, definitely a lot of people face this problem of not speaking natural. When they speak with their original pitch, they speak naturally. Market research is a vital part. But when they change their pitch, they speak differently. All these are the potential problems. So use the pitch app, take time, practice well, adjust the tone, manipulate your voice, things will fall in place. But not everybody has this problem. Remember this, if it is coming below 120, then only a problem for a male candidate, or 160, 170 for a female candidate. Simply, if you get 50 doesn't mean that you have pitch issues. Remember this. The second change is, of course, the banning of the templates, very much evident in 2025. We have seen many people using the old templates, especially for describe image, have got a very low score. So the templates have been banned, meaning you cannot use templated responses. For describe image, you cannot use something like the one that you used to speak before and still get 90. I have been given an image in front of me. Let me have a closer look at it. By looking closely, I can see several trends are emerging. All those you cannot speak. You got to speak from the image. That's the first thing for describe image. We will come back to retell lecture very shortly. So this is the structure that I've shared in many of the videos. The image provided is bar graph that gives information about, while x-axis talks about speak the x-axis and then speak the y-axis. Y-axis talks about, it is evident that speak a lengthy sentence, conversely speak a lengthy sentence. Another interesting point is speak a lengthy sentence. 3 sentences on your own, this itself will take 15-20 seconds. The remaining will take 10-12 seconds. So 30-32 seconds, more than enough. Overall, this image illustrates as a conclusion. This is a structure and many people have got 90 in our course using this. You can use this, but again I'm telling you, describe image, you cannot use lengthy templates or keyword kind of responses because it's very easy to speak. You do that, marks will go down. Avoid this. When it comes to retell lecture, you got to speak phrases, a lengthy phrase or a small phrase, something of a small sentence. You got to speak. You use keywords, marks will go down. You use just the template, marks will completely go down. Or you have this mechanical response wherein there is no life in it. Correct? Something of color, you speak, something which is very much irrelevant to the audio you speak, then marks will go down. So we have tweaked the old template. Old template you can still use provided you are giving very lengthy phrases. If it's short phrase, then probably software may still flag the old template as a templated response. Go with a new template, just some linking word the lecture discusses. Firstly or in the beginning the speaker explained. Later the speaker said. Here the speaker also mentioned. In conclusion the lecture effectively summarized. This is not a template, this is a structure. It's just giving you a push by adding some linking words. You gotta change it, you don't change it, stick to the old one, probably you would face a lot of trouble in the exam. Remember this. The third change is about the writing section. No matter what, my writing score is always stuck in 62, rest of them are 79. We have seen this recently. Writing is 72, rest all 87. Then obviously it's essay. But the person with 87 reading, 88 listening, 90 speaking, can't that person write essay, man? He will definitely write. Then what is going wrong? Probably they are giving more weightage to the content, which was not the case before. I'm not even talking about the template. Pay more attention. Well, you got to use the right templates, meaning the template that allows you to write 5 sentences on your own with a mixture of simple, compound, complex. Very much required. That is mandatory. That is the basic scenario now. I'm not even talking about it. All I'm talking about is even after using the right templates, people are getting low scores because content that they write, the answer that they write is not very much relevant to the question. If the question is television good or bad? Write your opinion. No, you cannot write advantages, disadvantages. You should say why the television is good, why the television is bad. They're not asking you write advantages. Well, even if you write advantage, you got to represent the question, meaning whatever the question that you read, talk something relevant to it. Don't go against it. Or even a slight change from the topic probably would result in low scores. This is what we've been observing for the past 2 odd weeks. So try to read the question carefully. It's not turning out to be an IELTS exam anymore. Definitely no. It's not turning out to be an IELTS exam. But all I'm telling you is you got to be a little more conscious towards what you write. You cannot simply write something and escape. Read the question, know the question, what the essay wants from you. Give that. I'm not talking about important ideas. All I'm talking about is write something that is very much relevant to the question. Don't write something off topic, or don't write something that is very far from what is being asked in the question. This could be the potential reason. The third change that I'm talking about, essay content, definitely matters. So read the question, understand, put some thought to it, and then start writing. Remember this. The fourth change, yes, with respect to conjunctions. Conjunction is like a bridge, connects two villages, two things. Since, if, although, even though, despite, something of this very much prevalent these days. And not just that, active voice and passive voice. He dash, he has cancelled, he was cancelled, he is cancelled, he cancelled. Something like this. Tenses and active voice, passive voice. Something of this we saw recently, some 3-4 questions just on the active voice, passive voice concept. For some it's easy, for some it is difficult. Meaning only those who are aware of these concepts become easy. Those who are not aware of these concepts become difficult. All these have been very much prevalent. Starting from Jan 1st, we have seen many students getting the fill in the blank something based on these concepts. So I'm going to add a timer of 1 minute. Try doing this question by taking a 1 minute time. Once 1 minute is done, I'm going to come back and show you how to do it. Let's start. Alright, I really hope you have solved it. Let's understand how to do this. In 2024, China became the first country to hit a $1 trillion trade surplus. This means it refers to country. The country was sold means someone sold the country. Country sells. 2024, man, last year, it cannot be present tense, isn't it? So it should be past tense. Is sold, it's still a present tense, but in the passive form. Correct? It is sold is wrong. It sold. He is killed means someone has killed. Here it is not receiving, it is doing an action. China has done an action. Doing an action is active voice. Receiving is sold, is given, passive voice. Active voice has to come. It sold. Sold is the correct answer. It sold $3.6 trillion worth of goods and services to other countries. Dash buying. Sold buying or sold buying. They're all just facing the other side, isn't it? So now while has to come to contrast. While buying $2.6 trillion, leaving a huge gap of $1 trillion. You need to know when this while is used. While is used for two circumstances. One is to show parallel activities. I ate this while he was running at the same time. Or I bought this particular plot for this while I sold this at this. So while can come for contrast. Here it is contrast. Or while can talk about two things simultaneously happening. The next is this shows dash the huge population. Now the huge population is a noun phrase. Noun phrase comes only with one particular conjunction called despite or in spite of. Despite the rain, despite the run, despite the cold, despite the show, despite suffering, despite the run, despite the rain. Although it is raining, it is, we need noun verb. Despite noun only. Here although needs noun verb. Since I was going to do, I was. Since I failed, since I won, noun verb. Despite I won is wrong. Despite winning. Despite will have a noun, alone phrase. Since, although and because needs noun verb. Hope you are getting it. So all these are the concepts. When you know them, it becomes easy. So be on top of all these things. Yes, in our course we have the grammar, complete things any point of time. You decide to invest on a course, you can do it. Or you can learn pretty much of all these things in the chat GPT or in the YouTube videos as well. To sum up, the answer is sold for the first one, second is while, third is despite. The fifth change very much prevalent even in 2024, even in 2025 as well. Many blanks are based on collocations. Collocations are nothing but few words. Always go with few words because they have been friends together for a very long time. When you know these words in advance, doing them becomes very easy. For instance, let's have a look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blanks are there. I'm going to add a timer of 2 minutes. Try doing it in less than 2 minutes. Once done, I'm going to come back and show you how to do it. Let's start. Alright, I really hope you have solved it. It's all purely collocation. Trains have been a dash of transportation. They have been an important attribute of transportation. When it comes to transportation, first thing that comes to your mind is train. That's called cornerstone. Something of an important quality is cornerstone of something. In the corner there is one stone, cornerstone. Trains have been a cornerstone of something. Means they're very much important for this particular sector. That's what it means. Dash of, second is dash of, capable of is a collocation. Now the point is, when you know them in advance, you can solve like this, meaning these kind of questions you can solve in less than 1 minute. Those questions which are very difficult, which needs you to read, understand what it is, what is the clue, take 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes. These take 1 minute. This way you can still manage this 2.5 minutes on an average. That's the whole only idea about it. Second one is capable of. Third one, high speed rail system that connects cities and countries in dash times, in available times, in fastness times. No, it's a record time. What's your record? In the record time is a collocation. Dash their utility. It's always apart from or beyond your purpose, beyond your utility. That's a collocation. Beyond their practical utility means practical presence is this, but apart from this, is there any other way through which trains can be used? They evoke a sense of story, sense of memories, sense of nostalgia, collocation. Hope you're getting it. So first is cornerstone, second is capable of, third is record time, fourth is beyond, fifth is nostalgia. Here we are not even reading and understanding. We're just relying on the collocations. Well, again I'm telling you, all the blanks will not be based on collocations. Let's say there are some 50 blanks, minimum 12 to 15 blanks or 15 and plus blanks, around 15 to 18 blanks or 20 blanks will definitely be based on collocations. You know them, you solve them this way. You don't know them, still you can solve, but probably this kind of questions you may take 2.5 minutes, and that's what lots of people took. 2.5 minutes I gave or 2 minutes I gave. You should not take that. Probably in 30 seconds if you're able to finish. That means, that shows you're all ready for that 79 plus. The 6 changes. One difficult write from dictation out of 3 or 4 is what we've been observing, is what very much prevalent these days. Earlier as well this was there, but sometimes all 3 were easy. All 4 were easy. Sometimes one was difficult, rest were easy. But now one is 100% difficult. That's what we've been seeing. I really hope you get all 4 easy. But if you get one difficult, don't be surprised. Mostly one difficult is coming like 13, 14 words, 12, 13 words, lengthy ones. So all you got to do is listen, divide them into phrases, write a bit quickly by writing them in short notes, and then expand them. Add extra words and click the next button. The approach remains the same. But yes, the point is you need to catch the word, you need to understand what it is. Something like this. It is believed that peoples can acquire more by collaboration rather than as individuals. Now, so many things to remember, 14 words. Something of this coming, be aware of it. Prepare well. Don't go to the examination all thinking, hey, all will be 5 words audio in write from dictation. 14 word audio can definitely come. It has appeared multiple times for all our fellow students as well. Be watchful of it. The 7th change is with respect to reading section. Like I mentioned, many changes. This is also one of the major changes. Very, very lengthy questions, especially reading, writing, fill in the blanks. Okay, let it be lengthy question. What is the problem? Time is not increased. See, usually the total time that is given to you in the reading section is number of questions into 2 plus 1. Total questions, let's say there are 4 reading, writing, fill in the blanks. 2 multiple choice, choose multiple answer. 3 reorder, 9 or over. Let's say 5 reading, fill in the blanks comes. Now it's 9 plus 5, 14, and 2 choose single answer. 16 questions, 16 into 2, 32 plus 1, 33 minutes will be given. But now even if lengthy questions, very lengthy ones, still the same 32 minutes or 28 minutes, 30 minutes only is given. Meaning you got to adapt to this. You got to do things a bit quicker. You cannot read line by line and do for every question. Only for those questions which really demand you to read word by word, get the context, you respect it and do it. But for some questions which are based on collocations and grammar, you got to be quick, try doing them with the shortcuts and still be able to do in number of questions into 2 plus 1. Otherwise, the moment you see lengthy question, you are starting to read every line word by word, it will take 10 minutes to solve one question. Remember this. We've seen many students telling me, I couldn't find any time in the end to solve reading, fill in the blank. Reading, writing, fill in the blanks in the beginning consumed all my time. So be very careful of this particular change. The next change, the 8th change, the tab button. There is a tab button on the keyboard on the left hand side, escape. There is one more button and tab right below it. I also have used this many times in the exam. Many have used this. In listening, fill in the blanks. Those who are good at typing, meaning they don't write in the book and then transfer the answers. What they do, they listen, tuck, 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 they type and click the tab button. The dialer automatically, the cursor automatically moves to the next, the blank. That is not working is what I believe. Many have told me it is not working. So most likely this is what it is. It is not working. So if you are thinking it would work and click the tab and don't even see whether the cursor is right over there or not. You simply type like this, nothing would be typed. Be aware of this. New change in 2025. And the last change, 9th change. Trial questions are back. Recently, 2 days back, one of the students told me, Nakul, you did not tell me this. See, pattern has changed. Something new had come in the exam wherein they spoke for probably 30 seconds, gave me a scenario, and then I have to speak about the scenario. It was something like something to a situation. This is only for PTE Academic, by the way, not for PTE Core. Meaning respond to situation or summarize, group discussion. There could be any of this coming in any order. Trial questions, don't have to panic. Try attempting it in your own if you can. If you are confused, speak something, click next, or leave it and click next. This is not going to affect your scores. If at all you see, not for everybody, but some is what I got the news few days back, like 2-3 days back. So if you get it, don't have to worry, all this are not scored. Alright, I really hope this was an informative content. If you believe the same, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. With this, I'm gonna park the video here. This is Nakul and AKUL. Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.